Hey everybody, it's me Johnny. Today I'd like to showcase you all a new custom. This is a little different from what the customs I usually do. This is a custom at Percy, but this time is a TV series version. This model is not mine. This is a commission for the user Jacob K, and I would like to showcase to you all the steps it was to make this model, as it was a very fun project to do. So what you're looking at is a Bachman Percy chassis fitted onto a brand new body shell entirely. This model was made from the user DLBSC Thomas from his Shapeways store. The chassis itself needed a lot of adjustments. Mainly the main gearbox here had to be removed entirely to accommodate the new printed body shell. I also cut off this metal piece right here that is usually seen on the standard Bachman Percy model, mainly to make it more accurate to the TV series model entirely. After that, the whole running plate and body shell was all primed, sanded, smooth. After that, the model was then painted in a light Tamiya green color. This was the color that Jacob wanted me to use, as it matches the paint on the current model that is owned by Thomas Merchandise. As you can see here, just like the current prop itself, the model was then closed off in the cab area, with there being gray covering the back and front windows, while on the side of the cab was closed off with black. The main reason why the cab was closed off was because Jacob wanted this model to be DCC'd in the future, so I kept the chip and it is hidden inside the cab here itself. The model is then given its pinstriping, which is pinstriping that you can get from testers. On the front of the locomotive, the brake pipes are from the actual Bachman Percy model, while the lamp irons are sewing pins. This idea was taken from the user Caleb Train, who made a fantastic Percy model himself. After that, the model was given a coal load, which is a piece of clay that has been piled up and then covered up with some actual coal that's glued onto the model. After that, the model's whistles were painted in a tester's gold and a tester's copper for the middle dome. You can't really see it, but I've also painted the inside of the funnel silver. With the model having new space in the boiler, it gave me an opportunity to add lead weights to the model. That way it can pull heavier loads and run a lot smoother. The main thing that I really love about Noah's body shell is that the attention to detail to the actual prop used in the TV series, which is the detailing here on the sandboxes. Also, I love the attention to detailing with this box on the side here on Percy's right. The box on the other side is way bigger, just like the model on the TV show. And the small detailing on the buffer beam itself here, which makes the model look way closer and way better representation of the model itself compared to the standard Bachman model. The face you see here was modeled by the user Rexecutions and printed by Lewis, aka Thomas Merchandise. Jacob also provided me with lamps so Percy can have lamps on either side of the lamp irons. After that, I then added the pinstriping to the pistons and added a water slide number 6 on the side here of the cab. And then after giving the model a gloss clear coat, the model is then pretty much complete. This was a very fun project to do, as Percy is one of my favorite characters of the TV show, and the final results came out way better than I thought they would. Thank you Jacob K for giving me the opportunity to make this model, and I hope you enjoy it when you receive it. So here's a comparison next to a standard Bachman Percy next to the model that I made for Jacob. And you can see, comparing the new model to the standard Bachman Percy model, you see the small detailings really make the new model look way more accurate to the TV series model itself. Another noticeable thing that people do not like about the Bachman Percy model is that there's a giant seam line in the middle of the boiler, which on the new model there is no seam line on there whatsoever. Another noticeable difference is on the standard Bachman Percy model there is no back windows for Percy's driver and fireman to see out of, but on the new model there is, as you can see here, there's windows now. Also, another thing to notice, on the back of Percy's coal bunker here, there are lines on the back here, which is on the 3D printed model, however it is not there on the standard Bachman Percy. Overall, I'd like to think the 3D printed body shell is a bit of an upgrade compared to a standard Bachman Percy model. What do you think? So here's a size comparison between Percy and the rest of his friends on the island of Sodor. We have James, Edward, and Thomas here. And these faces also are a commission from Jacob himself. And as you can see here, Percy fits perfectly with the other models of the Bachman range. But overall, I am very pleased with how this model turned out, and I hope Jacob loves it. And stay tuned for some still pictures of other stuff that I did for people while I was making Percy here. Alright, catch you later guys. Please take care of yourselves and each other.